Good afternoon, guys. I pray everyone is having a blessed day. It's beautiful. It's about 76 degrees outside, a cool breeze. So I said it is a perfect day to go for a walk by the lakefront and also by trees, just in case we need some shade. I'm just waiting for more people to come on. Got some construction going on out here. Someone's getting beautiful bay windows in their home. A girl can dream, right? Hello. Thank you. I like your glasses as well. Thank you to everyone who has joined. Please like and share the video with others. Everybody's getting those notifications out. I know TikTok and YouTube, sometimes they don't send out the notifications, but whoever has an ear, let them hear. And I'm just in awe how beautiful, how peaceful it is out here. Usually around this time of the day, they just wrapped up farmers market. So I was like, let me go out here after farmers market end. They have a lot of wedding venues over here. It's just beautiful. It really is. All the homes over here are beautiful. I'm so fortunate that God has blessed me to even be in a even close proximity to these things. Well, while I was out here walking or on my way down here, I was thinking about the false peace that the world gives. For me, this is peaceful. The quietness, the beautiful views, the water, the weather. This is this is peaceful for me. Calm, quiet, nature sounds. But to a lot of people, look at that Corvette. It's nice. A lot of people, peace is the club at night, 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. To a lot of people, peace is alcohol. A lot of people, peace is the green stuff, the leafy green stuff that's legal in some states. To some people, peace is a relationship. These things can also become idols. The peace that the world gives you is a false peace, right? Some of the things that we engage in, end up being the things that bring us problems. For example, you were out having a good time, and now you didn't have one too many. The pride won't let you just park your car and take an Uber home. No, you want to drive. And now, that night of peace, you thought you were having so much fun at the club and out drinking and driving. Now the cops then got behind you. All right? And it's not just a regular ticket. It's now you done went to jail. Now it's bond money. Now it's more than likely going to lead to a felony. Now it's court fees. Now it's probation. So what you thought was peaceful end up costing you. Sometimes, I don't know where you guys are from. Drop in the chat where you're from. Sometimes, I don't know where you guys are from. Drop in the chat where you're from. Sometimes peace look like having money, being able to do everything you want to do. right? This is the false peace that the world gives. You going where you want to go, doing what you want to do, right? Now, some people will get any type of amount of money by any means, right? Now, some people will get any type of amount of money by any means necessary, whether it's legal or illegal. Some people are willing to scam others, or whatever, right? And you're able to do whatever you want to do, go where you want to go. But then ultimately, when you get caught, now you facing a felony. 6 to 30. That's their favorite number in Illinois, in Chicago, of a controlled substance with the intent to distribute. Does that look like peace? Being in the jailhouse? Oh, let me get across. Being in the jail for 6 to 30 years, it's not peaceful. What's up? What's up, you guys? Dropping in the chat where you guys are from. I'm currently in Wisconsin, temporarily. See, they're having a nice little party out here. Just chilling. So you might be able to purchase what you want with that money, but it's going to ultimately cost you. Because in 6 to 30 years from now, you could have had started a business and sold it, traded it, you know, built a income. You built a way of life to where you didn't have to work manually for your income, passive, right? But when you try to do things the quick way, the way that go against God, it's a cost that come from it. So the peace that you have from the comfort of that money that was temporary, ultimately, it's cost you time that you can't get back on your life. False peace look like marrying. I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this one. False peace look like marrying a rich man or a rich woman that you really don't like. You're like, I'm gonna have the life, right? I'm gonna get married on the beach with the white sand, right? In Italy or in Paris or in, wherever your dream destination is, right? We're gonna have the photographer. I'm gonna have the most fancy dress and the most beautiful hors d'oeuvres, and my wedding cake is gonna be 10 feet tall. My dress train is gonna be 14 feet long. Right? Right? We think that's peace. But that man or that woman, at some point, once all the honeymoon phase is gone, it's gonna be something required from you that you might not want to give. Now, is that worth your peace? Who wants to be somewhere they really don't want to be? Because you were temporarily happy with the money, right? Some people, what do they call them? Hobo exuals. They do things for places to stay or for finances, for financial gain, right? They got a show on Netflix that talks about that, right? We all seen the Tinder swindler, and it's people that live their life like that, right? Because they want something, but ultimately, if the person that you're with doesn't have discernment, They might be with that man or that woman that's trying to scam them simply because of their beauty or the booty, you know. And after that ship has sailed, after you get used to that, what are you left with? So the person that you married is miserable because they thought they're gonna have this relationship that they seen on xxx.com before the real scene started. And then the woman or the man, who thought they had something to gain financially, thought that, they were just going to be able to just endlessly, recklessly spend this person's money without something being required from them. And then you end up unhappy in a relationship with somebody you don't want on top of you, in a relationship with someone who's making you miserable just because you wanted to be on the yacht on the weekend, and now you're over it. Now the yacht is old, the yacht transmission that went out, and now you're unhappy. That is the false peace that the world gives. Another false peace that the world gives is titles. What is the title? I'm the CEO. What is the title? I'm the CEO. I'm the head nurse. I'm the DON, Director of Nursing. I'm the PhD. I'm the head MD of specialty X, Y, and Z. Right? And it takes work, right, to acquire these things. It takes time, it takes dedication. But then there's people that's strictly their identity. Can't tell them nothing. They think they know everything. You might be a doctor, but are you an architect? Are you a construction worker? Are you a groundskeeper? Are you a police officer? Are you a... So pride in those titles give them a false peace that I'm be all know it all. And that pride ends up getting you nobody could the patient said it was her left hand and not her right. Now you got a malpractice lawsuit because you said the patient is slow and don't know nothing, so you didn't have to listen to her. Right? It was my back, not my arm. Now you done lost your license. Right? You was the boss of the company and you end up on that Megatron thing at the game. Because you thought, because I'm the CEO, I'm the top dog, I'm thing at the game. Because you thought, because I'm the CEO, I'm the top dog, I'm the top person. Even though you at the job causing everybody to live in pure agony, micromanaging, then you end up getting caught up in something you had no business being in. Because those titles went to your head. Now those people out of a job that they had all this security in, this false security. Most of the people that operate in this thing, they get the false peace from the titles. They get the false peace from the money. They get the false peace from abusing substances. They are not subjecting themselves or being obedient to God. Because at the end of the day, it's sin that leads us to these things. And unless we repent, unless we believe and have faith and give these things, these burdens to God, God is the peace giver. He gives us a peace that surpasses understanding. I used to live like that. When I grew up, I grew up in poverty. I grew up in the foster system. So if a man stand on the street corner or a woman stand on the street corner and say, "Oh, I love you," right? You believe it because you've never heard these things before. Even though this is false, right? When you don't know, it feels real. When you're making money and you don't know that it's a judicial system out there, you think, "Oh, money is money. As long as I get some." You don't know it's gonna cost you something. When you abusing substances, you might not go to jail for 60, 30 years. But what if you get a hold of something that puts you in a nursing home for the rest of your life, or in the casket, because you're taking these things that did not come from CVS or Walgreens, from the pharmacist, right? Let me turn around because I need a sip of water. So a lot of times we engage in these things not knowing that, you know what, this nothing came from this, right? Sometimes false peace look like being a people pleaser, trying to please everybody, trying to, earn your keep, or show people, "Ooh, look, I can do this, I'm capable of all these things," and you burn yourself out, right? Because you're trying to prove something to someone else, right? It might be that relationship that you're in with that man. You're just going to work yourself to death, right? If you wanted to work that hard, you could be rich and go work a job. Because then you ultimately end up not even really liking that person. You might have got with them for the wrong reasons, right? Because you need a place to stay, or you had a baby out of wedlock, and you need that support, right? But instead of leaning on God, we lean on men who can fail us. That's the false peace. I used to live that life, and nothing came from it. If you on a corner, dealing, nothing comes from, nothing beneficial comes from it. All you have is a felony, court fees. When you get out, parole, right? If you live after the substance abuse OD, now you got medical bills you can't pay for, you can't work because it's then disabled you, right? Or you might be in a situation where someone has to take care of you because whatever happened in your health crisis, and a person taking care of you that don't have no feelings for you. Just like if you got with that wife who only wanted you for your money, she can't wait to pull the plug. You better not get in a health crisis with the wrong spouse that just wanted you for your money. You are about to be out of there, okay? And then your family is like wondering what's going on, and when you could have just waited on God. God had a better and bigger thing that he was trying to do, but you wanted to create your own peace instead of giving it to God. Because when God does a thing, when God opens the door, no man can close it. And when God closes a door on something, no man can open it. We have to remember that. I do not own the rights to this music. I do not own the rights to this music, but it is gospel music that they play in Hallelujah. Okay? But if you're looking for peace today, you can find peace. Submit your life to God. If you have a dream or you have a need, pray about it. Don't just go out here putting yourself in situations that you ain't have to be in. Pray for patience. Because when you try to take the shortcut to things, you end up having to go back and do the same thing twice. Just like when you buy something cheap out the store, you keep on buying the beauty supply store branded earrings. They keep breaking and falling out your ear. After your 200 pair, you could have just went and bought you some real earrings. It has something that had value to it, had substance to it. Alright? But anyway, y'all, I pray that this edified you. I pray that this encouraged you. I pray that this kind of has you think. Because let me tell you something. If it costs you your peace, my goodness, it's too expensive. I pray that everyone has a blessed day. I love you, and peace.